To solve this problem, consider these four cases. The first case is when 0, A, B, 1 are equally spaced. So that's 0, 1 on 3, 2 on 3, so that's 3 out of 3, so that's 1. 3 out of 3 is 1. Case number 2 is when A and B are very close to each other, near the vicinity of 0. And 3 is when A and B are close to 0 and 1 respectively, and case number 4 is when both of them are really, really close to 1. So if you think about it, 1 minus 2 on 3, so 1 minus, I'm going to write it right next to it, so this is quantity A, this is quantity B. Quantity A is B minus A, so 2 out of 3 minus 1 out of 3, that's equal to 1 out of 3. 1 minus 2 on 3 is also 1 out of 3, so in this case the answer is C. If you look at case 2 here, B minus A is only 0.1. Which is 1 out of 10, and 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. So in this case, the answer is B. Case number 3. So just looking at case number 1 and 2, we can conclude that the answer is D here, because it cannot be both equal and one of them be greater. Case number 3, of course, is so that minus that is equal to 0.8, and 1 minus 0.9 is 0.1. So in this case, A is greater. And in this case, in this case, the answer is C. I'll show you why. Because 0.9 minus 0.8 is 0.1. 1 minus 0.9 is 0.1 as well. One key aspect that you must take from this question is this. If you do subtraction, let's say a higher number minus a lower number, you can get the distance between these two numbers. Alright, so if you do B minus A, you see B is greater than A, so that's just distance between B and A. So that corresponds to that bit there, that distance, length of that, and in this case, length of that. 1 minus B, you know that B is less than 1, so 1 minus B is a distance from 1 to B. So that corresponds, I'm going to change color. So this one is that length. In this case, that one's the same as this one. That length, and that length, and that length there. So because we're not given exactly where A and B are, distance from B to A could be bigger than distance from 1 to B, or vice versa. Okay, so therefore the answer is D. You may also ask yourself this question, what if I do a lower number minus higher number? So when you do that, you will always end up with a negative number. Okay, so that's a negative number. But this number will be the same, will have the same magnitude as this result over here. So let's say, for example, if you do 10 minus 2, well, that gives us 8. So distance between 10 and 8 is and 10 and 2 is 8. What if you do 2 minus 10? That's equal to negative 8. So if you do lower number minus higher number, you can still get the same magnitude. So distance from 2 to 10 is still 8. So you can just take the positive value for that. The same works for negative numbers as well. So if you do negative 5 minus negative 7, so that's a higher number, than this one, and what you end up with is a positive number, and the distance between -5 and -7 is 2. If you flip them, -7 minus -5, that will give you -2, and if you just take the positive value for that, you can still work out the distance between -7 and -5.